Hi, Scorpio. This is Eileen with your teen psychic tarot card reading. And we're starting the month of November with the Eight of Wands card. And the wands typically relate to work, action, progress, movement. And the Eight of Wands is talking about something just maybe for some of you Scorpios, you've been waiting on something. Maybe there's been a little slowdown where you're just kind of in a holding pattern or at a standstill or that sort of thing. It could be with work. It could be waiting on a job. It could be waiting on a place to move to. Whatever it is, the Eight of Wands is indicating that all of a sudden things are just going to get into motion really quick. So you're just going to be going into action and things are going to be moving a lot quicker now after maybe a waiting period. And so now I am tuning in on a psychic level as well as reading the meanings of the cards. And I'm feeling like for some of you, this does have to do I'm getting different scenarios for different people, but I do feel like for some of you, it is work related. It's got to do with some kind of a job opportunity. And now, also, this Eight of Wands has to do with travel. Some of you might just be traveling, maybe getting on a plane and going somewhere. And December is a popular time for going on vacations or visiting family or whatever. So, for some of you, it might just relate to taking a trip. But for others, I am feeling some work related things going on for some of you Scorpios, and you might be traveling for business purposes. Some of you might be actually traveling to start a new job. There might be a new job that you're going to be relocating for. Yes, some of you, someone might actually be traveling out of town, out of state, whatever, to go for a job interview, even because there's something that's, it's almost like someone's offering you something and you need to come to them though. You need to get on a plane or get in your car or whatever and go there. I'm kind of picturing a plane, getting on a plane to travel maybe to a different city or something relating to a job, to work. It feels promising. It feels like you're a good for that job and they're interested in hiring you. That's what it feels like. And there have already been communications between you that make you feel fairly confident that there's a good chance you have the job. So that sounds kind of specific to one person. I'm not sure, but a few people could have similar scenarios anyway. And now this is a general reading, so all of these cards won't relate to everyone. Some cards might relate to you and others to other people. If I'm doing a private reading, then I'm just focusing in on that person's circumstances. But for a number of Scorpios, there might just be something that gets moving a lot quicker for you. And this is kind of maybe even an early to mid, we're just starting out here. And but it feels good. It's like good. It's good that things are moving finally. Like I said, for some of you, you may have been waiting on a place maybe to purchase or to rent, and you find out you got the place you wanted, and all of a sudden you're moving. Or you were waiting for someone else to leave and move out of the place you're moving into. It could be something like that too for some of you. And I'm getting jobs for some of you that have applied for jobs that all of a sudden you find out you got the job, or maybe you're getting a transfer with your existing company. It feels good. It feels like progress. It feels like confidence and action and just moving ahead for a number of Scorpios. Okay, now the next card we have is the Knight of Cups. And the cups, this is one of your cards, Scorpio, because it does relate to the water signs of Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. And the Knight of Cups is talking about possible romantic interest, someone professing love for some of you, or someone even being proposed to. Let me see what I'm getting here. I'm feeling like for someone, this might be one person, is somebody brand new that you met. This Knight of Cups figure feels like someone new that you have just recently met, and they're really nice. And so they could be a water sign of Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or they might just have a lot of that in their chart. This person I'm tuning in for, I think this is one person I might be tuning in for, where there's someone new. Either you've just met them or you're just going to meet them soon. This person feels they have a nice personality. They like you a lot. They just feel this person might actually be a little bit younger than you, or if they're not, it almost looks like maybe they just look kind of young or something like that. I don't know. But this person's enthusiastic about going out with you. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, so that's for one person. And then for other people, you might be actually having someone that you've been involved with proposing marriage to you in the month of November. Let me see. I feel like someone that's been involved with somebody, you've been dating and having a romantic relationship going on, and someone, maybe they've been out of town and they're coming to visit you. They're coming into town now for you two to get together. I get that for somebody. Overall, it's a good energy. It's positive energy about romance and uh, someone professing their love for you. So some Scorpios are going to be in that situation in November, it looks like. But it feels nice. It feels like lighthearted and fun and good intentions. That's what I get. The next card, another Cups card, the Six of Cups. This is a really good card also. This pertains to someone from your past coming back and things being good between you. So for some of you, it could be someone you were romantically interested in the past, or maybe in the past the two of you were just good friends, and then you get together. Maybe you remember, maybe you're both at some get together with friends, family, or whatever, and all of a sudden the two of you are having some little sparks going on. It's kind of like it feels for someone, maybe it's a few people, that it really was more of a friendship in the past, and now when you get together again, and it feels like there's some romantic feelings going on there between the two of you, and each of you feel a little, it's a little I don't know. I get this little feeling of excitement, and at the same time, it's like, oh, but we've just been friends all this time. Kind of like some mixed feelings, but good mixed feelings, nothing bad. And then for some people, this might be just getting together with friends or relatives that you haven't seen in a while, and you're just really enjoying each other's company and having some nice times in. And again, November is a month for that anyway. Now, for some Scorpios, this can represent some kind of work that you've done in the past that for one reason or another you had to leave it, or it died down in some way or another, and it could be resurrected and brought back to life for you in number. So for some of you, it might be a particular job you had or a particular type of work you were doing that you really enjoyed a lot. You were good at it. You liked the people you worked around. And now, remember, you're having another opportunity to do this kind of work, whether it's with the same company, business, or just doing that type of work. And it feels good, like it works out better this time. It doesn't feel like a temporary situation. It feels like it's something longer lasting now. And it's something you identify with, that you're good at. You enjoy yourself doing this type of work. Some of you might be self-employed, and it could be it's some kind of business you've had for a while, and maybe it died off a bit and now you're bringing it back to life. Maybe you're doing tweaking it and doing some little extra things now, and maybe with some online marketing type things or whatever, and all of a sudden you're enjoying your business again. And for some of you, you might have another job and it's something that you're doing on the side that's been that you kind of put aside. I feel like somebody's got some kind of little business, that maybe you've got a regular job or something, and you had some little business that you were enjoying. It might be something creative you do, and you had kind of set it aside, but you didn't forget about it. It's like, this is something that you really enjoy. It's like an extension of who you are. And it's really a matter of you turning your attention again towards it, because I feel like it's just sitting there. It's waiting on you, almost like, I don't know. It's almost like it feels just like something colorful and interesting and good for you. It's waiting for you to turn your attention towards it again. So that might be specific for one person. It might be a few people with something like that, but it feels like there's a lot of potential. It's for this business to bloom, to grow, and to do well, and to be something, to prosper, and to bring you happiness. And here's this kitty. That kitty's always looking at me. Look at the look in the eyes. Kitty. Every time I see that card, he or she is just staring at me. Okay. Now then, the next card we have is the Page of Wands. And again, the wands do relate to work and action and movement. So for some Scorpios in the month of November, you could be getting some kind of good news that's work related. And so, and this could even tie in with that Eight of Wands, where maybe for some of you, you find out you got the job you applied for, or the transfer you were applying for, something else like that. But it's like, it could just come all of a sudden. Some of you might just get some good news all of a sudden out of the blue. And let me see what else I'm getting here. It could be, I'm feeling like for someone, or maybe a few of you, that there was something you were concerned about. Maybe you were worrying about it a little bit. And some kind of news is delivered to you by some means, whether someone just tells you over the phone or sends you a message or an email or whatever it is, or I don't know if it's something in the mail, something that had you kind of worried, not like it was any gigantic thing, but something that was kind of under your skin and you were bothered about. It was something unresolved that you were concerned about. And then all of a sudden, it's almost like you get news that it's all smoothed out. Whatever this is, it's like it's smoothed out for you and it makes you feel better. That might be specific for one person. I'm seeing this, or it might be a few of you with some similar scenario like this. Just something that you're kind of worrying about as you're going about your day-to-day things you have to do. Whether or not it's almost like, well, it's supposed to be all straightened out or whatever, or resolved, but you don't have anything that tells you that it's definite yet, and then you might finally get this news, and it just comes smoothly, comes easily to you, like it's no big deal, just kind of like a statement's made, and it's like, oh, good, okay, that's all been smooth then, thank God. And then also, now the pages. As a person, usually the page is so that's someone who's young, so it might be somebody in there or something. So for some Scorpios, if you're like in that age bracket, you might be meeting someone new who's going to be drawn to you, and you might even start out just as friends, or barely friends, just getting to know each other. But I do feel like this person is a nice person. This might be specific for just one or two of you, and it's someone that you could meet if you're a student at school or in your workplace, possibly where your friends socialize or at a party or get together. But this person feels like a nice person, very honest and down to earth, and they're going to be interested in you, but not pushy about it at all. Not at all pushy. Just a little, even almost a tiny bit shy, not real shy. I feel like this person's nice looking, and they just won't be real aggressive about. I mean, even though this is a wand figure and the wands represent the fire signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, so this person could be one of those signs or have that in their chart, and those signs usually are pretty direct and assertive. But I feel like for whoever I'm tuning in for here, that this particular person, this Page of Wands, is not going to be just coming in real strong. They're just going to be real easygoing and kind of low key, but pleasant, a nice person and nice looking, and just wanting to get to know you better. They're finding you attractive and interesting, and you seem like a nice person. It's someone brand new, I feel like, that you really don't know. But this is a nice person. So whoever that's for, like I said, a wand is usually someone there. So if you're about in your that is and you're single, you might just want to kind of be receptive if you're around some new people or whatever. The next card we have is the King of Cups, and here's another one of your cups. I'm sorry, your cards, I meant to say. So, water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So for the King of Cups, the king is prosperous and has done well for himself and feeling good about it. So, and enjoying himself. I get, just feeling good and relaxed and maybe enjoying the holidays and everything, and very prosperous. I get a feeling of a lot of prosperity. And so some Scorpios might be embracing the feelings and the traits of the King of Cups in the month of November. Like you're enjoying what you have, whatever prosperity that you have, you're just enjoying yourself and feeling good about it, and having a little fun. I'm feeling like this king has a nice sense of humor, has a lot of charm, and just wants to enjoy life. This king that I'm tuning into is they work and get the job done and all that, but they don't want to be a workaholic. They don't want their life to be just work, work, work. You know, they like to enjoy what they have too and have real balance. They like to enjoy their lives, enjoy their friends and families, their work. That's what I'm getting from this king. So some of you might be embracing that feeling, those traits in the month of November, and just being grateful for all that you have and all of your accomplishments and your plans for your future. So, and then for others, and then for anyone who's just feeling like, oh, I'm certainly not in the position of the king and all that sort of thing, and you're feeling down and out and struggling with money and all that and prosperity. Um, what you should do, I always advise people to learn about the laws of attraction and start feeling prosperous, feeling confident, feeling like you're attracting success and prosperity. And then that will help open the doors to the universe to bring about those conditions for you. So as the months go by, you will be feeling like the King of Cups. Even if you don't have a big pile of money in your bank account, you can still feel it and see the results happening and unfolding in your life. You can see the improvements if you just start identifying with those kind of feelings and radiating out that kind of energy into the world. You will attract because it's like attracts like. So it's always, you know, best not to focus on negative things and fearful things because that just brings more negativity into your environment. Just practice feeling confident and secure and have faith. You know, a lot of times you're facing some dilemma where you it's hard to feel confident and secure because you don't know what's going to happen next. It could be a money situation or relationship or whatever, you know, and you just got to have faith because the more you do, the more you the better your chances that you'll just land on your feet. So anyway, so this is a good card. And then for some Scorpios, you might be meeting this King of Cups or be around this King of Cups in the month of November, where they're kind of noticing you and attracted to you, maybe wanting to joke around with you a little bit or flirt or whatever. Because I do feel charm coming from this King of Cups. He feels like, yeah, he's successful and prosperous and he's got a lot to be grateful for, but he likes to enjoy his life. But he knows he's kind of good looking and charming and all that sort of thing. He's got charisma. Charisma, that's what I want to say. He's a good catch because he's not married. This particular one I'm tuning into here, he might be divorced, you know, single, divorced, whatever. He does date, but I don't feel like he feels like he's looking for the right person. So this might be specific for one Scorpio or a few. I'm not sure that you might be around this king in the month of November. Now, for some of you, this could be someone in the workplace who's like a manager or owner where you work, you might be benefiting in the way of a nice bonus at Christmas time or a raise or a new, you know, some kind of promotion of some sort because he feels benevolent to me. He feels like he spreads good energy. So good card. I like this. I get a lot of good energy. So in whatever form that king takes for different Scorpios that are affected by this energy in the month of November, it feels positive and really good. The next card we have is the Chariot. Now this is a major arcana card, the Chariot, and the Chariot is talking about taking charge of your circumstances, focusing on where you want to get to because you have all the inner resources that you need to succeed. I am getting a sense that some Scorpios have been either distracted or a little confused about which path to take. Some of you might have two choices and you've got two paths you can choose from and you're not sure. You've been kind of torn. This could be in the way of a relationship situation. It might be a work situation, something with your work, your career, maybe if you're self-employed, trying to make some decisions. Could be even with regard to where you want to live or moving, staying or moving out of town for someone. I feel like somebody might have friends or relatives in another city and you've been thinking about relocating to go there, but you still there's things you like about where you are. You're kind of up in the air on it. But this Chariot card, this is a major arcana destiny card. It is stating that Scorpios, you have what it takes to succeed, but the challenge here is to really decide what you want, weigh your options, and focus on what you want with determination. And Scorpios are very strong willed and strong minded. You certainly have the ability to focus and just make a beeline for where you want to go. It is showing that you can overcome whatever obstacles, challenges that are out in front of you. I feel like that's part of the indecision for some Scorpios about which direction to take. It's almost like you're not sure which one you identify with the most, and also you can see the potential that there might be some challenges along the way, maybe more so for one path than the other, but then the other path may not be as fulfilling for you. So and also, the chariot can represent travel in the month of November. So we have two cards, that Eight of Wands and this chariot. So for a number of you, you might just be taking a trip in November. And like I said, November is a popular month for people to travel anyway. But the focus, this is what I'm getting really strong here that I need to impress upon somebody. That and like I said, it's a general reading, so this card may not pertain to everybody. But for those that it does, I'm getting real strong feelings here that your focus is really that just needs to take priority. It's like you've got to make up your mind just which direction you want to go in, and then really focus on it, make it your intention to get where you want to go, and just start moving in that direction. Because I mean, Scorpios are not lacking in ability to push forward on something. Scorpios just have a lot of inner determination, intelligence. I mean, Scorpios are very strong-willed. I mean, you can really get where you need to get to once you make up your mind. That's what I'm getting from some Scorpios. You haven't made up your mind yet. So you got to decide and weigh things out, finish weighing things out, your options, make a decision, listen to your intuition. Scorpios are very intuitive, and then start plowing forward and make it your intention. Just be determined like you naturally are, and say, I'm going to get where I need to go and where it's going to be a better life for me, and just start moving your chariot forward. Next card of Swords. Okay, Swords card do represent the air signs of Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Of Swords is talking about, I mean, some kind of difficult circumstances that you've had, some kind of disappointments that have led to an ending of some situation in your life. It could be a relationship matter for some of you. For others, it could be some financial situation or job, maybe where you've been living. I feel a little bit of heartache for some of you. Some of you have had some relationship that ended, and you're feeling just, it's almost like you weren't sure if it really, it's like you could see the writing on the wall, like it was coming to an end, almost like it ended a while ago, but it hadn't totally officially ended. It's something like that I'm getting for some of you. So maybe you were still around someone that you had been involved with, that maybe at one time it was a pretty steady, solid, kind of reliable relationship. And then as the months have gone by, it's transitioned into something that's not really anything of value to you. But you still were around that person. And it's like somehow this person, the other person, have even initiated the total end for someone. And you're just feeling kind of drained from it, almost I don't know, it's almost like you knew it was not going as well as it should be, and it was kind of over, almost over. But that might be one person in particular I'm tuning in for, I'm not sure. But I mean, the thing is, it's different. Some people might have had a situation with a job or a place where they were living that just finally came to an end, but it had been kind of bad for a while, whether it was a job or a place, a living arrangement, or relationship. It had been bad for a while. It's like it just kept, I don't know, it's kind of like it just kept going along, but it wasn't good. It was stressful. And it finally fizzled out completely. This is in number. So again, it's a general reading, so this card may not resonate for everybody, but those of you that it does, I mean, it's just stating the obvious. It's over. Time to move on. Let the dust settle. Move on. It's totally over. Don't even try to convince yourself that you can recycle this situation. Okay. So, those of you that this applies to, this can be your final confirmation that, hey, you see it with your own eyes and you didn't want to believe it, but the cards are saying believe it. Next card we have is the Star card. And this is a good card to follow this Ten of Swords because the Star is all about healing, about the light of the star guiding you to happiness, to success, to good health. So for those Scorpios, and this is another major arcana destiny card too. I just feel like this star energy is so positive and encouraging for a lot of people because some people might be feeling or have felt that things were just really bad for them in some way or another, that they lost something of value. And the star card is saying, no, no, no. It was time to transition. There's transitioning going on in your life and the star is guiding you to a better way of life, more happiness and prosperity, more success, and also to be around people that you should be around instead of the ones you should not be around. Like this, whoever this applies to with that Ten of Swords and whoever you were around, it's like they weren't. It became more and more clear that these people you were around were not for your highest and best good. So you need to move on to better times, and the Star card is guiding you to that too, to be around a better quality of people for you that will appreciate you. Okay, because maybe some of you have been in some type of circumstances where you were not appreciated. Instead, there was the bad feelings all the way around there. And so the star wants to guide you to a better way of life, to more harmony, healing. You need to heal from this hurt, whoever goes through this, okay? And the star is offering that healing to you. And then for some of you, maybe you've had different aches and pains and whatever, and the star energy wants to give you healing in that area so you can just be feeling better. Or some people have had some financial circumstances that have been difficult, and now the star wants to guide you to more success and prosperity and just a better way of being. It feels spiritual to me. It feels like being light and more spiritually oriented and just enjoying what you have and realizing how much you have to be grateful for and that maybe you've landed on your feet after a difficult situation too. I feel for someone that you're either engaged right now and looking forward to being married or someone maybe has just been married recently and you're just really enjoying your life being married. I'm getting that for a few people, a couple of people maybe, I'm not sure. And I'm getting a potential for some of you just to meet the right person to have a happy relationship with. I mean, it's like it's in the air. There's a potential for it. So if you're single and looking, just be and you've been working on yourself because if you're not well adjusted yourself and because you don't want to go into a relationship where you need the person more than they need you. You want to already have it together and be independent and self-sufficient and attract someone else who complements you where the two of you just can kind of bounce off of each other and you're both got it together. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, that you have it together for yourself so you don't feel like you just need someone and you will radiate out that energy and attract someone else who's in the same position. They've already worked through a lot of their own dilemmas and they're not in a position of needing someone, but they would like to have a nice partner mate that they can really enjoy time with. And that's what I'm getting, that a lot of Scorpios are making their way and getting into that state of being to radiate out that kind of good energy. Next card we have is the Five of Swords. And the swords, again, relating to the air signs of Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Five of Swords is talking about someone trying to cheat you in some way. So be on guard in November or towards the end of November with people you're dealing with. Because what I'm getting, and I feel like I'm getting different scenarios here for different people. I feel like for some Scorpios, this is in some kind of business matter, money matter, where somebody who's just very dishonest. This is how they live their life. They take shortcuts, they lie, they cheat, they steal. They do not care. This is how this person lives, and they want to take advantage of you. It's almost like it's almost like they're jealous of you in some way, and they'd like to take advantage of you. That's what I'm getting. So I don't know who you'll know who you are, but be on the lookout. Now, for some people, this could be in a romantic relationship where someone around you, maybe they came, and I feel like whether it's business or romance, this person in the beginning when you first met them, they tried to put their best foot forward on and try to look like they had it together and they were a little more professional and together and whatever and almost like they're, trying to give a good impression. And as you've gotten to know them better, you've started to see just how dirty this person is, that they're not this honest, upfront kind of person, that they're sneaky, they lie, they cheat, and they've been doing this for a long time. They don't care. This is how they live. So for some Scorpios, this has to do with a relationship, romantic situation. For others, it's more of a money matter, business situation. So be careful who you're doing business with. Don't sign anything unless you totally know what you're signing to. Oh, I hear a puppy dog in the other room. Um, and in romantic situations, I feel like if it's a romantic situation, you see it by this time. And Scorpios are very intuitive anyway. So I feel like whether it's business or romance, you're seeing through this person anyway. Maybe in the beginning they had you fooled for a little bit, but little by little you started seeing through them. So, the you're better off without this person in your life, without doing business with them, without being in any kind of relationship with them at all, because they're totally dishonest. Okay. And again, it's a general reading. Everybody won't have every scenario, but be on guard. Just be on guard. And then here's another one. The moon kind of ties in with this a little bit because the moon's talking about secrets and everything not being out in the open. And if you're dealing with this Five of Swords character, and the moon is saying, hey, the moonlight is not lighting things up enough for you to really see a clear picture of what's going on. So, all the more reason to use your intuition, and your intuition is going to be a lot stronger in the month of so it will help you. Whatever you do, don't just take somebody's word for something. Another thing I'm getting where somebody might tell you, maybe a friend of yours or a relative might say, "Oh yeah, that person's okay. They're all right. They're good." And you don't just go by what somebody says like that. You find out for yourself, do your own research, your own digging around, and you look into it. And if something doesn't feel right, listen to your feelings because your feelings aren't going to lie to you. And your intuition will be stronger because I'm feeling some kind of secrets or something under the surface that's not being shown to you. And I feel like a lot of you Scorpios who have this moon energy, maybe by the end of November, you're going to know it. You're gonna know somebody's kind of leaving you in the dark a little bit on something. For some of you, it might have to do with a personal, like romantic relationship where, hey, what's going on? This person acted like they're with me, they care about me, whatever, and then all of a sudden they're quiet, they're not talking, they're not coming forward. You know, look at the writing on the wall, pay attention to your feelings. Or it could also be, again, some kind of business situation going on with money or business matters, or maybe people at work that haven't really told you all the truth. Some of it I'm feeling like is gossip, just people gossiping. I mean, it's just, like people somebody might have somebody gossiping about you behind your back or around you, and it's almost like you got a sense of it, but and you don't know exactly what all they're saying, but somehow they're being and either lying or being petty or in some way gossiping about you. I'm getting that. That might just be one person I'm tuning in for. Whatever you do, listen to your intuition about whatever situation, whether it's for with a business relationship or a romantic situation. If something under your skin just doesn't feel right, then do some research, do some digging, back up, and don't go forward with anyone, whether business or romance, if something doesn't feel on the up and up to you. Because if it doesn't, then chances are you're right. Okay, now this deck I've been using, this is the Gilded Tarot by Shiro Marchetti. And what I need to do now is I want to pick one card from the Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue. And if you like videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. And if you have done so, I thank you for your subscriptions. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. Be sure and check for your rising and moon signs as they come available. And if anyone would like a private read, rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, so what are the cards? What's the message, I should say, for Scorpio for 18 Scorpio? What's the message for Scorpio for 18 Scorpio? What's the message for Scorpio for 18? What's the message for Scorpio for 18 Scorpio? Okay, fan these out. Okay. This one says Princess of Spring, optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, energetic. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. Oh, I love that. Great message. Optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, energetic. That's a good way to be. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. I love that. That is a great message. Okay. Now, actually, the end of the year winding down and the new year about to begin. Okay. I'm going to pick one card from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield and artwork by Josephine Wall. Okay, what's the message for Scorpio for 18 Scorpio? What's the message for Scorpio? 18 Scorpio. Okay, I'm going to fan these out. Give them one more shuffle and I'll fan these out. What's the message for Scorpio for 18 Scorpio? This one says be in service. This is number one. I'll look it up too. Sea anemones there. Oh, there's a seahorse. Look how she's got all the seashells on her head. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. So much rich detail in them. Yeah, I'm going to look this one up. Number one, let me look this up in the booklet. One, okay. Be in service. Give back to the world. When we give in equal proportion to that which we receive, we are able to maintain balance. There are so many people who are in need of your services. Being in service can be as simple as a kind word, holding a door open, or joining in a cleanup effort. Look to nature and its ability to support according to what is needed at that time. Your efforts in supporting others around you will help to create the energy needed to support humanity. That's a great message. That really is. Okay. And then last but not least, I'm going to pick one card from Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, what's the message for Scorpio for 18 for Scorpio 18? What's the message for Scorpio for 18? Scorpio 18. Okay, I'm going to fan these out. This is Archangel Uriel. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. That's a good message, and it ties in with some of the cards here with the star card I was talking about earlier. Archangel Uriel, your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. You know, it kind of seems like Scorpio had this message last month. It seems like to me, if I'm remembering correctly, I'm not sure. So apparently that's an important message. Okay. So Anyway, so I hope you're happy with your reading, Scorpio, for November. And be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, so you'll get notifications as I post new videos. Thank you for your subscriptions if you have subscribed already. And be sure and check for your rising and moon signs as they come available. Feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. And have a wonderful holiday season, Scorpio, celebrating whatever holidays you like to celebrate. Just enjoy yourselves and be grateful for all of your accomplishments for the past year and look forward to all the good you're going to have for the new year coming up for 19. Okay, well, thank you, Scorpios, and have a wonderful holiday. Thank you for watching the video.